Hello YouTube, I'm Begueatti, and let me wish you a warm welcome to my redstone world. These are piston doors. Rather simple, 2x2 piston doors. Everybody's seen them, they're fairly simple to make. The hardest part of making these is probably getting the slime balls for the sticky pistons. But what if these aren't good enough? What if you want something cooler, something bigger maybe? Well, today I'm going to show you how to build some of my favorite redstone doors to put around the survival world and how to build them. So let's hop right into the tutorial. This is a 2x3 flush piston door with a button. It's definitely a good all-around door. Not too flashy, not too small, good for various rooms around your base. Gives you little headroom to jump around in. And it'll close itself after a brief walkthrough period. It's a little bit more complicated than the 2x2s over there, but I believe it's a good project for anybody new to redstone who wants to get a little more into it, or it's just a nice door for your homes. If you want to build any of these doors, the tutorials will be right after the showcases. The second door on our list is one of my favorites to watch. The 3x3 spiral piston door. Ooh, just look at that. This one's a little more special than the last one. It's good for vaults or grand entrances, or maybe you just want to see the spiral whenever you go into your storage room. It's similar to the last one that it uses buttons and it closes itself after a timer. However, you need a little bit more space and a longer hallway for this one. This last door, it's a bit more on the secretive side. As you can see, here we are in my living room. We have a chair. Very comfortable, very comfortable. Great view, you can see for miles. And next to the chair here, we have this wonderful lamp. What makes the lamp so special? Well, I gotta throw this magical door key right on into the lamp. It'll give me my key back and open the door to the secret cake vault. Now we just gotta make sure nobody follows us in here. Remember, nobody can eat your cakes if nobody can find your cakes. Once you're done basking in your beautiful cakes, all of their beauty, you just push the button to leave and lock the door on your way out. Now, let's learn how to build these. The timestamps are on screen if you wish to skip forward to a particular door tutorial. Alright, let's start by making the 2x3 flush piston door. So, as you can see here, we're going to need a hallway that's at least 6 long. There's going to be walls here, and your hallway is going to come in like that. Now on this block, we're going to place 2 pistons facing this way. We're going to give it a break and place some pistons in this direction, coming in to grab those pistons. So you give it a 1 block space, and then you put your pistons in facing this way. We're also gonna put those in the middle, so everything looks like that. Once we have our pistons in place, we're gonna come down here and put some blocks on the bottom of the pistons and some blocks with 1 block gap underneath, just like that. We're going to put some torches on top of all these blocks with some repeaters facing into these torches on 2 ticks. That means we just click them once, they're on 2 ticks. We're going to put some redstone dust here and some more repeaters on 2 ticks here with redstone coming in. Now when we power that, our bottom pistons work as intended. From here, we're going to take 1 dust out like that and make a torch tower up to the top, just about here, and we want this to be on, so that everything here is going to always be on. And we're going to come out and make our blocks in this pattern. We're going to connect dust up to here. Gonna put more repeaters on 2 ticks, and then dust there. So, Okay, I just needed to replace these. They were a little bit glitchy. So if we put blocks on the front of this and power it, we can see the door is now functional. Oh yeah. It opens and closes, and that's what we want from our door. Now we're going to do the button. I find it easier to start from the inside and just come over 2 blocks like this and put your button here. Out of the back of the button, we're going to have 2 blocks like that with some redstone dust. Then we're going to have a repeater going this way into a block. Right here, we're going to put a dust on top of that and a block there so that this redstone doesn't go that way. Next, we're going to put 2 redstone here. We're going to put comparators facing in different directions there with some dust. Next, we're going to put a repeater here powering this block. And so what this is when you push the button, it's going to power this, which is a pulse extender, which extends the pulse. This repeater is now going to be powering the rest of this, so the door. So when we push the button, it opens for a brief time and then closes. Once that extender goes off, it closes. Now all we need to do is hook this button up in the front. Now you can put this button anywhere as long as it's not powering any of the pistons. I put it right here on the floor just because that's a good spot, you know? And we're going to have a block below that powering this redstone. And we're just going to come around here. Now, if we put dust here, when these get powered, it will power that through the block like this. And we don't want that. So we dig 2 blocks down there. And now that's not going to get powered. We go boom, boom, and then a repeater into that block as well. So now this button also opens the door. And now all you gotta do is fill in your hallway with whatever you want. And put your walls in. There we go, our working 2x3 piston door. Alright, now we're gonna do the 3x3 spiral. So I've got my 3x3 here. This is my front wall. And we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 back, not including the front wall. And then this is where our floor is gonna be, so we're gonna have another wall on this block here. So you only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces between the blocks. Now we're gonna come over here. And 1 block below these, we're going to put 3 pistons on the bottom, 3 pistons on the top, and 1 in the middle on each side. And we can put some blocks on those too. These are going to be our door blocks. And let's start with a button in the top left corner of our little door opening here. All right, now we've got our button here, and we're going to come right on the other side of the button, put a repeater there, a dust there, and then we're going to build another pulse extender in this direction. We're going to put a block here and make sure this comparator is pointing into that block. We're going to put a little L shape here with a torch there. We'll come up 1 block, up another block, and we'll put a torch on there. Now from here, we're going to put 3 blocks like that, 2 blocks there, and we're going to come down to the end of the hallway. We're going to put a repeater on 1 tick, 2 ticks, and 3 ticks. Connect those up with dust and have them coming back like this now. From here, we're going to come down 1 block here with a repeater on 4 ticks. We're going to put a block there and a block down here. We'll come out 2 blocks like that. Bring this up and all the way over. Again, make sure there's blocks here, so this cannot power this. Then we'll come down 2 more blocks here. We'll put a repeater on 2 ticks and a repeater on 4 ticks. And here we're going to put a double extender. So just 2 sticky pistons like that. And this is going to be the center of your door. So make it a special block. Now on this side, we're going to put a block here, a block there, 2 more that way. We're going to put a dust here, 2 repeaters on 4 ticks each. So they're both on 4 ticks. We're going to come down here, place a repeater on 4 ticks. And below that, we just need to make another dust. We'll put some platforms so that we can power these. And now we're going to go 1, 2, 3 ticks and connect that up with the dust. So now if we push the button, everything is functioning as it should be. And now we just need to put a button on this block. And that also works. This button is just connected to this dust on the end of the pulse extender here. And then we just fill in the rest of the hallway. Not there. So now what we end up with, the beautiful working door with a hallway and no visible redstone. Okay, here is our front wall for our secret door. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks for a hallway. And in front of the door, we're gonna need a hole here on the left side for droppers and a hole 1 block over for hoppers. So we're gonna start by coming in and placing our pistons for our 2x2 piston door. Then we're going to come down in this hole and place 3 droppers facing up. We're going to come over with our hoppers, place 2 hoppers over. We put a temporary block here with a hopper facing into that. And then we have a hopper facing straight down. Now we can get rid of this block. We'll put a block here, and a block here. We'll put a torch there. A comparator with his little bunny ears looking at that hopper, 2 dust here, and a repeater. Now we're gonna have to get some items. So what you do is you get any item that you want, you come over to an anvil, and you can name a whole stack of them if you want. I'm gonna name these door key. You can name them anything as long as they're the same item. You're also going to need a filler. I like hopper dirt. It's my favorite. So you come over to this hopper with the comparator looking at it, and you place 4 of your blockers, your hopper dirts, and you're going to need 18 in there, but make sure you send through a 19th. Because it's going to sit in here. You need 1 little buffer item in there. So now if you throw a key in, it will sit in the bottom of the dropper. You take it out, throw another one in, and it sits in there. But if I just throw a dropper in, it's going to sit in this hopper, and it's not going to go over there. That's what we want. Now we need to power our droppers. We're going to take a block here off the side of this redstone, a block here, repeater on 2 ticks, block here, repeater on 4 ticks, 2 blocks like this, a dust, a repeater on 2 ticks, and 2 dust down here. So now if I throw a door key in, it spits it back up at me. That's what we want to see. Now this is good and all, but we need it to power our door now. So what we're going to do is put a block here, redstone dust like that, 2 of them. We'll put a repeater here on 2 ticks, a sticky piston facing straight up and a block on top of it. And here we put a repeater on 1 tick. We grab an observer and have the observer looking at that repeater. And we put a sticky piston here with a redstone block. There we go. And that way, this is just going to be our little toggle switch. So when we put that in, it's going to shoot the redstone block that way and not take it back. And then when we do it again, it takes it back. And that's what we want to see. Now for this to power the door, we need a redstone repeater there, a block here with a torch coming out the side. Then we're going to torch tower up 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th one, we're going to come out the side, just like that. Next, we're going to come out like this, all the way over, and connect it here. Put blocks on top of all of our pistons. Put our repeaters on 1 tick in between them there. Or 2 ticks, my bad. Connect all this up with dust. So now, there's a lot of testing on this one, isn't there? We throw that in, closes the door, throw that in, and now it opens the door. Closes, opens. Yeah, that's working good. Now we just need a way to close it or open it from the inside. So I'm going to come 2 blocks off of that piston and put a button right here. Off of that button, I'm going to put a repeater into a block. Below that block, we're going to put redstone. We're just going to have a bit of a staircase coming down. But there's going to be a wall here. So we want to come down 2 this way, 1 this way. And if I came down again this way, that would power this piston. And I don't want that. So we're going to come 1 more block over this way and just connect that up. So when I press this button, door closes and it opens. That's what we want to see. So now all we got to do is just fill in the hallway and the walls. And there's our secret door. Done. Like that. Button works. Come on out. Throw this in. Now we got to get a bit secret with it because people are going to see the dropper and the hopper. You could cover them with carpets and it'll still work like that. I want to make the lamp again though. So we're just going to put a hopper there with an endstone rod. Yeah, you just make your cute little lamp so that nobody knows that this is where you're hiding your cakes. You don't want anybody to get into your cakes. I really had fun making these doors. Let me know down in the comments if you make any of these. I'd love to know if I've helped or inspired anyone to make piston doors around their base. I also hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see ya in the next one. Bye-bye!